Hey guys, so this is the results from day 3 of trying to lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks. For today, I want to go into a deeper dive about the difference between weight loss and fat loss. And I want to talk about hunger. Now, nutritionally, I have been supplying my body with everything it needs except for energy. Trying to eat up that dietary fat that's stored in my fat cells, that's the point, right? That's the 10 pounds of stuff that I'm trying to eat, trying to use, trying to burn away. Trying to do it at a rate higher than 1% of my total body weight. Over 3 pounds of that stuff per week. Now, biologically, I should be fine. Like by my diet, I'm giving my body everything it needs except the energy, and I have the extra energy stored up in the body fat that I can use to cover the energy. But subjectively, how has that been making me feel, even just after 3 days? Spoiler alert, I am fucking starving to death. In the second half of this video, I want to go into a deep dive about that, about hunger and about all the elements, because it's not as obvious as you think. All right, let's stop talking about fat and stop talking about hunger and start talking about weight, because they're different. If you're not aware, the correct way to measure your weight is first thing in the morning after you've gone to the bathroom before you eat or drink anything. And that's the best way to do it because of consistency. You're trying to get your body in exactly the same state when you're taking the measurement. Here's me this morning, 210.5. Here's me yesterday morning. Here's me Tuesday morning. And here's me when I started this whole business, just coming back from a 3-day weekend, 216.5, 210.5. I lost 6 pounds. Now bear with me, all of these videos are gonna be long form videos. They're all gonna be 10 minutes long. And that's because phenomena when you're dieting, like losing 6 pounds in 3 days, is something that deserves a lot of explanation. That a change in weight is merely a potential side effect of losing body fat. It's not even a clear indicator that you are losing body fat. It's a correlation, not a causal relationship. Let's do some math. I'll show you how it's mathematically impossible for that 6 pounds to have been body fat. Now, if you burn a pound of dietary fat, that results in about 3,500 calories worth of energy available to your body to do things. Now, your body isn't like your metabolism. It's not like a furnace where, it can just burn things and the energy just goes away into the ether. The only way that this energy can happen, the only way the energy can be used, the only way this translation could occur is for your body to be using that energy to do things. Things like the walking I'm doing now, in addition to things like, thinking and digesting and keeping your body temperature at a constant level. I have not been thinking exceptionally hard. My heart has not been racing. I don't have a dramatic, like 200 degree fever. The only place all this energy could possibly go is movement. 21 divided by 3 days, 7,000 calories a day. I will have had to have moved 7,000 calories worth of energy of movement. Now, I've been moving around a lot, but nowhere near that much. About 1,400 calories worth of activity with about 2,200 calories worth of all the other biological processes required for my metabolism to metabolize. At most, I was in fact using 3,600 calories a day for the last 3 days. I've been taking in that 1,700. So that's a calorie deficit, the deficit, right? The difference between what you're taking in and what you're using. Almost 2,000, 1,900. The amount of dietary fat I would have to go and have to use out of my stores, out of my reserves. 3,500 per pound, just about 1.5 pounds. So I lost 6 pounds. That's demonstrably true. But I should have only lost 1.5 pounds. What the hell is that other 4.5 pounds? Water. It's water. Or I should say it's stuff that you might as well just call water. Because not to get too gross, when I was away on a 3-day weekend, I was eating and drinking a lot of stuff. So some of that, of course, is my intestines clearing out. But you might as well call all of it water. Because it sure as hell isn't body fat. The dietary fat, the oils that's inside your fat cells, that's the thing that I'm trying to get rid of. Of that, I only lost maybe 1.5 pounds, which would make sense because if I'm trying to lose a little over 3 pounds a week, we're about midweek right now. That's about right on track for that. Now, I'm very confident that none of that is actually like muscle tissue or bone, mineralization or any of that. Because, let's be frank, muscles don't atrophy that quickly, and I've been exercising. And on top of exercising, I've been giving myself complete nutrition. There's been no excuse for my body to burn away muscle or to lose bone or any of that. So what's the takeaway you should take away? It's not that the scale is meaningless. I absolutely want to know that I'm becoming dehydrated. When it comes to the psychological game you gotta play, when you're trying to lose weight, by which I mean trying to lose body fat, it's vital to be aware that if I have like one day going back to eating a standard American diet, I will gain 4 pounds overnight, at least. And that's the cause of that phenomenon where it's like, oh my God, I lost so much weight, and then one day and it's all back. The fact is you didn't lose all that weight, you became a little bit dehydrated, then when you ate, you got all the water back. I'm going out to a friend's house tonight. I have to be very, very careful of what I do. Because if I eat or drink anything there, all bets are gonna be off. And so why do I say all bets will be off? Because now we're in the second half. We only got 3 minutes left. Hunger. This is the average of how I've been eating for the last year. 1 year. Around 3,000 calories a day, close to 170 grams of protein, 90 grams of fat, and 350 almost grams of carbohydrates. This is maintenance for me. This is what my body expects and what my body is used to and what my body needs. For the last 3 days, this is what I've been giving it. 1,700 calories, 130 on protein, almost like under 50 for fat, and not even 200 for carbohydrate. Now for context, I am a 6'6" man. 1,700 calories, it could be a comfortable maintenance for my wife who's 5 foot nothing. I'm about twice her size. It makes sense that I would need about twice as much. Saying it another way, my resting metabolic needs, if I was just bedridden, 2,000 calories for just base, keep the lights on survival. There's a lot of debate about the concept of starvation mode. That shouldn't be confused with the legitimate fact and truth of your body recognizing a red flag when it sees one. Better believe if your body is going to recognize when you're taking in less energy than you need for basic survival. And it is not going to like that. But the truth is, it could have been a lot worse. Because your body will get hungry for things that aren't just calories. It will recognize a nutrient insufficiency when it sees one too. Unfortunately, bodies can't tell you, hey, you need more niacin, right? All it knows how to do is to give you weird cravings and just make you hungry. Here's the breakdown of my nutrition from yesterday. Do you see how much fiber I'm getting? Do you see the B vitamins? Do you see that line is the RDA? Do you see how I'm satisfying everything, the minimum, like the RDA, the 100% RDA of everything? See that? That is saving me from my hunger even being more supercharged than it already is. On the last minute I got, let me observe, a lot of that hunger signaling has to do with the volume of food. I say my body needs, 3,000 calories, but that's a diet in accordance with the USDA American Healthy Eating Pattern. In comparison, when I eat the standard American diet, I need closer to 4,000 or 5,000 calories of that to be satisfied. For this diet, I am using a Nutrivore diet. For the last 30 seconds here, let me show you what that looks like for yesterday. Coffee and milk, oats and skim milk, mixed berries with yogurt, hard-boiled eggs, wheat bread with Marmite, skim milk, mixed vegetables, chicken, mashed potato.